family ate the dried flowers. They were eating everything, so they found good eats in my yard.
Every Sunday morning starting at 8 on WTMJ. Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
Wisconsin's afternoon news. Your top story, awaiting a Milwaukee judge's trial.
I'm Julia Fello. A looming strike in Milwaukee Transit. We've got heavy traffic on east and westbound 94 right around the stadium, so something to keep in mind there. We've also got a crash on Highway 100, basically at Keefe, just southbound Highway 100. The right lane is blocked. We've got another crash on northbound 41 at Mayfair Road off on the left shoulder. 41's backed up from before Watertown Plank Road up to Burleigh. Southbound's very heavy from before Appleton Avenue down to Capitol Drive. And then we've also got some delays north and southbound on 43. The southbound side starts to slow down at Capitol, down through the Marquette to the KK River. Northbound is backed up from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to about Silver Spring. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Tonight, clear skies, a low of 64. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 83. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, suspended Milwaukee judge Hannah Dugan's legal team speaks on the case.
Defense attorney Nicole Masnica says Judge Dugan is disappointed by the magistrate's recommendation to let the case proceed.
She's been strong and tough and remains steadfast in her interest in really setting forth what the real facts are in this case.
But she's hopeful Judge Lynn Edelman will ultimately rule in her favor.
Before on judicial criminal immunity, but there's never had to be a decision on judicial immunity for pulling a case or dealing with the things that happen in every courtroom.
A final ruling on the motion to dismiss is expected early August. Nizer Spencer, WTMJ News.
Milwaukee County bus drivers could start union work stoppage as soon as this week.
As MCTS continues to address an $11 million budget deficit, members of the Amalgamated Transit Union Local 998 are voting today on whether or not to authorize a strike. VP of the union Michael Brown spoke at the county's transit committee meeting Wednesday.
There should be some accountability on both sides. Somebody messed up. Somebody forgot something.
Brown says the result of the vote will be learned later this evening, and if a strike is authorized, it will last, quote, for as long as it takes. At the Milwaukee County Courthouse, Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Wisconsin biennial budget passed with unprecedented speed and bipartisanship.
Governor Tony Evers tells WTMJ's point taken. A great deal of compromise made this budget process different.
Significantly different from the other budgets we've worked on. It was hard bargaining, and everybody took one on the chin on something.
The budget gives historic funding increases to special education and child care and supports rural health care, all while reducing taxes.
We need to do more for our public schools. We need to make sure that our university system was working well. But overall, I was pleased with it.
Jessica Gatzo, WTMJ News.
Libraries across our state could lose federal funding.
The Bridges Library System in Waukesha says that's due to the planned elimination of the Institute of Museum and Library Services. The agency is the main source of federal funding for libraries and museums nationwide. Public libraries across the state are asking the public to write a postcard to their congressional leaders, sharing why libraries are important to them and their communities. Free postcards will be available at most public libraries. They'll then be mailed to Washington, D.C. later this month. Neil Doyle, WTMJ News.
The postcard campaign runs through the end of this month.
Coming up, a homecoming on the Milwaukee Lakefront.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 5:03.
Let me tell you a little bit about my friends at Loyal Family Renovations. So I had hail damage to my roof. They came out, they fixed it. It's beautiful. We had choices. Did gutters, downspouts, the roof itself. The other cool part is at Loyal Family, they are experts in dealing with the insurance company. You get damage, you're stressed. The worst thing that you can have happen to you is have a headache with your insurance company. At Loyal Family, they've built up the relationships. They'll help you navigate all of that and make it easy. At Loyal Family Renovations, your family's home is their top priority. Thorough, polite. Jeff and Amy and Jake are fantastic. Visit LoyalFamilyRenovations.com today.
I couldn't stop talking about it to my family and friends. My knees are my trouble spot. But for me to tell them now that I'm doing so much better, they were amazed, and I've been amazed.
QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies. Yes, it is amazing how these non-surgical treatments deliver joint pain relief for patients like Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor.
Each week, I just started noticing that I could sleep and not have pain. I could play pickleball. I could do a CrossFit exercise routine.
QC Kinetics revitalizes your joints so you can move again without the pain pills or invasive surgery.
I'm 60 years old and I want to stay competitive as long as I can. And QC has allowed me to do that. They did me right and really made a difference in my life.
Book your free consultation with QC Kinetics today and experience the difference for yourself.
I like to go, move, move, move.
QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here for Shopco Optical. Get eyewear for everything you do at Shopco Optical. Schedule your annual comprehensive eye exam, check out new frame styles, and order your annual supply of contact lenses all in one place. Enjoy the time and attention your eyes deserve at Shopco Optical. Receive quality eye care and a personalized vision solution tailored to your specific vision and lifestyle needs. Call Shopco Optical or visit shopco.com to schedule an appointment at a location nearest you.
Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 5:05.
Harley-Davidson Homecoming kicks off tomorrow. The annual event comes during a challenging time at a motorcycle maker. Underperforming stock, unhappy shareholders have put heat on soon-to-be retiring CEO, who narrowly survived an overthrow attempt earlier this year.
We've had some tough times and we've had some awesome times. And I think this is just a change.
Harley ambassador Bill Davidson tells Wisconsin's Morning News everyone at the company's intrigued by what new leadership could bring.
We've got a lot of things going for us right now, and there's a lot of excitement out in the global market.
And he says he's looking forward to spending time with thousands of his closest friends this weekend.
It's such a phenomenal feeling. Our family is very proud.
Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The Brewers sweep the Dodgers as they win today 3-2 in extra innings. The Brew Crew has tomorrow off, then take on the Washington Nationals on Friday.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 5:07.
WTMJ's John Mercure here for Annex Wealth Management. If you have big questions about inflation, money, and your retirement goals, join me Tuesday, July 15th with your questions as I co-host an Instant Insight webinar with Annex Wealth Management's Chief Economist, Brian Jacobson. It's July 15th at 9 a.m. It's free, but you must register. Go to WTMJ.com, click the Instant Insight Register Now button, or check out events at AnnexWealth.com. Tuesday, July 15th, 9 a.m. It's free, but you need to register.
So a buddy of mine didn't fix the AC for his wife because he had heard on some podcast that cold plunges boost metabolism and reduce inflammation.
Wait, he pitched a broken AC as a health benefit?
Yep, said they should embrace the chill, and she told him to embrace the couch.
Wow, that's legendary.
I told him that same-day service is literally what we do.
So call us at Capital Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. We bring the cool without the crazy for same-day repairs 7 days a week.
Call CapitalCares.com.
Wisconsin's afternoon news is on the air, broadcasting live from the Annex Wealth Management Studios at the Avenue in beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Here are your hosts, John Mercure and Julia Fello.
All right, glad you're hanging out with us. So, Julia, tomorrow's a very big day. I'm super, super excited. Tomorrow we rededicate Lance P. Saijan, the memorial at the Saijan Plaza. His plane out there looks so good. I just saw some new pictures of it. It's stunning.
When you see the before,
oh my gosh,
the after, it's so vibrant.
It's beautiful. So the ceremony at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and the public is invited. We want you to come out. Please bring your kids, bring your family, come out and celebrate this hero from Bayview who died in Vietnam, died a hero, has a Medal of Honor. And you know who's behind all of this? The ceremony tomorrow, the refurbishing of the plane, all the hard work is Lance Saijan's sister, Janine, who is with us on the hotline. Janine, it's tomorrow.
Hello, my friends. I get to say it. See you tomorrow at the dedication.
That sounds so good.
I know.
I've been waiting to say that. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So we're trying to get people to come out because this really is a moment in Milwaukee history. A lot of money was raised by our listeners and people in the community to refurbish, repaint, redo the memorial. You were out there today. How good does it look?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's waiting for people to gather around it to love it. And I will say, you know what, WTMJ and the listening audience and all those who follow Lance, you should. You are part of it. You are part of this. And so you need to be there to join in that love circle we have around Lance, because I think that aircraft is standing up just a little taller after she got a redo.
Oh.
So it's beautiful.
I think so too. I mean, can you just describe this jet? It's likely one that your brother flew at one point. It looks like it's, when it was during war.
Brand new.
I mean, I know it has such vibrant colors like it was during that time now.
It does. And as you look at it, and you just look at the understanding of what that aircraft did, it was the muscle of the day, that's for sure. And underneath, it's all kind of a grayish white because as those looking up from the ground, you don't want to be able to see it, right? And then if there's overhead, the camouflage paint on it wouldn't allow you to see it as easily if
That
it's camouflage.
orange.
So when you think of those little things that are very specific to that aircraft and what it was painted like. I'm going to share a beautiful story tomorrow. You have to be there to hear it, of a Godwink or a Lance telling Andy and Louie, who painted the aircraft, hey, you know what? I'm here and I want to show you my gratitude. There's a beautiful story that I will share with you tomorrow, but you got to be there. And so even if your kids don't know exactly what this is about, they will feel the energy of those who believe in serving. There's so many ways to serve. This happens to be one little piece of servitude, and it's less than 1% of Americans are in the military. So there's a very few that are there. But you can serve in so many ways, and these are great, great lessons for your children and grandchildren. So bring them with you.
You're absolutely right. All right, Janine, we've only got 1 minute. Give us some of the other elements. You unveiled one of them yesterday to us. Tell us some of the really cool elements that'll be there tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Well, the ceremony itself, we're going to have a color guard, and we're going to have a 21-gun salute. A 21-gun salute is saved for those who are really high officiating officers or dignitaries, and Lance qualifies, that's for sure. We're going to have wristbands for the first 150 that come that say "Paint the Plane, Captain Lance P. Sargent Memorial Plaza." We're going to have handheld flags, so that when that aircraft comes, those two F-16s come screaming over the top out of the blue western sky, we will wave our flags with pride. We will have vocalists. We will have yellow roses that I will share what the meaning of yellow roses are. I have 6 dozen yellow roses, all put into little water tubes that you can take home with you as a remembrance.
That is super cool. So the ceremony is free. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's 10 a.m. tomorrow at Lance P. Sargent Plaza, which is on Howell Avenue, 5500 Howell. It's right near the airport. You've seen the beautiful plane. Come celebrate his legacy. Janine's going to be there. A lot of cool stuff's going to be there, and some also other very, very interesting speakers. 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll help you park. We got it all taken care of. Just come out and celebrate Lance's legacy. Janine, I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning.
Oh, my gosh, I'm so excited. I love that I can say see you tomorrow at the dedication.
See you tomorrow.
All of y'all listening. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Janine. Bye-bye.
Sure.
It's going to be such a great day. It's
I
going to be
know,
incredible.
I
We're both
know.
going to be out there. It's going to really be special.
I mean, I love my brothers, and it's a sister's love. For decades, she hasn't seen her older brother, and she's doing this for him. It's incredible.
That's a great way to put it. It is 5:13 at WTMJ. One of the guys who wants to be Wisconsin's next governor is with us live up next. Josh Schoeman, Washington County Executive, live on WTMJ right after the break. First, a couple of words for my friends at Otto's Wine and Spirits, serving Milwaukee since 1945. They've got the best selection at Otto's. They've got the best value at Otto's. They'll beat any advertised price. Exclusive email club for wine specials. I get that, and I absolutely love it. Wisconsin strong, it's Otto's. They've got locations throughout southeast Wisconsin, all over the Milwaukee area. My store is Menominee Falls. I was recently in the Elm Grove store. It is just the best thing going. I do my shopping at Otto's Wine and Spirits.
Dan, what are you doing?
Taking a closet for a test drive.
A test drive?
Here at Inspired Closets, we have our own cutting-edge immersive design experience.
That's right. Envisioned by Inspired Closets uses AR technology that's sort of like test driving a car.
Virtually walk into your custom closet at scale before anything is even built.
You can even make changes in real time, so your environment will adapt to any design revisions you make in that moment.
Get started today at InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
Inspired Closets, a wife and husband team.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. Go behind the scenes of the Emmy-nominated Giannis documentary. Get the real story of the blockbuster trade for Damian Lillard. Hear the origin of Bucks in 6. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Imagine that unbelievable new deck in your backyard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck builder. Building new decks and replacing old ones, creating that $1 million feeling every time you relax in your own backyard. Looking for a company to make your backyard scream wow? Stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Traffic weather begins with Debbie Lazaga. How's that ride rolling, Deb?
Well, it's a pretty slow ride, pretty much across the entire area. We do have a crash on 94 eastbound right about at 92nd Street off on the right shoulder. So that, along with the game letting out, is going to be really slow all the way through the stadium interchange. Westbound's backed up from 16th Street all the way through the zoo interchange, pretty much to Calhoun. We've got northbound 43 slowing from Kilbourne all the way up to about Silver Spring. Southbound is going to be backed up from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Got a few issues on 41 as well. We've got a crash northbound 41 at Mayfair Road off on the left shoulder. Then we've got another broken down vehicle on southbound 41 just past Burleigh, so that's going to be affecting your ride as well. And then we have an accident on Highway 100 southbound at Keefe. The right lane is blocked with this crash, so just be prepared for that. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, mostly clear skies, low of 61. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 82. On Friday, humid with a chance for storms, a high of 83. Thursday, humid with a chance for Saturday, humid with storms, a high of 82. Sunday, mostly sunny, a high of 85 degrees. It's currently 68.
Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast is sponsored by Dave Draycamp Heating. Your comfort is their family's tradition. Visit DaveDraycamp.com.
So one of the news headlines today is that Bill Berrien has entered the race. He wants to be governor. He is a Republican. Josh Schoeman is the Washington County executive, and he was the first one to announce officially that he is in the race, and he has been traveling the state campaigning, and he is with us. County executive, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. How about Andrew Vaughn and those Brewers?
How about that?
I know, sweeping them.
There,
good.
sweep the Dodgers. That is good stuff for sure. You've never run in a race statewide or even outside Washington County. Is that a disadvantage?
No.
Tell me why.
No, I don't think it's a disadvantage. No, not at all. I think people across the state, as I've been doing the 36 counties in the first 2 months, they like the small town underdog feel. This is a little bit of the Brewers against the Cubs, and like the Brewers showed today, they're willing to scrap and fight and claw and do what they need to do to win, and that's what we're going to do in this primary and on to the general in November of 2026.
I want to ask you about the roll of money in this campaign. A couple of guys that have not announced yet but are flirting with it. I talked to a source actually close to Eric Hovde who says he is seriously considering it. Tim Michaels still has not said whether he will run. They have a lot of money. Can you talk about the role of money in these campaigns? Is it too much?
There's that money in these campaigns is definitely huge. There's no doubt about it. But listen, I feel very confident in what we did in the first 2 months of our campaign. Those numbers will be coming out soon. And, just a friendly reminder, money doesn't win campaigns. It's messages, it's good teams, and it's building a shared vision across the state. And we haven't had the type of scrappy campaign where you've got a young, energetic Republican that builds a shared vision all across the state. This is not a candidate's vision. This is not a governor's vision. This is our vision collectively.
Yeah, but
and
you're
our
the
state
county executive. You know about money. How much have you raised so far?
I did. I absolutely know about money. In my first race, I raised about $70,000, and as county executive,
We're going to need a lot more for the governor. How much have you raised so far for a governor race?
A lot more. We're going to be coming out with those numbers soon, and I'm very confident and comfortable in what we've raised. But listen, it's a long way until November of 2026, and when you put the focus on the big race in general, I'm really confident that as Republicans we can do well, and I will here and carry us through in a victory in November.
Josh Schoeman is with us on WTMJ. So as you know, we're a very purple state. I'm not breaking news to you. Donald Trump won here narrowly in his election, and nowhere did Trump perform better than in Washington County. What role do you think the president will have in our race for governor in Wisconsin?
Yeah, I mean, he'll have a critical role. Even Tony Evers has admitted that President Trump is a epic force in politics and in all of America, and of course Wisconsin is the epicenter so many times in races, and it's long before that. I mean, you can go all the way back to the year 2000, and we have races that come down to less than 5,000 votes. So I expect it's going to be the same coming up in November of 2026, and President Trump will certainly be an influence, and I welcome his involvement and I welcome his support.
So you said that you visited more than 30 out of 72 counties so far in our state. So Washington County, I found it really interesting. You were trying to attract more young people. And, there's a lot of brain drain that's happening in our state. For a first-time home buyer, $20,000 down payment of the home purchase. And there's a lot of information where you have to volunteer and repay it up to 5 years later. How many people have taken advantage of that? How many new home buyers have come into your county because of the Heart and Homestead Earned Down Payment Incentive Program?
Yeah, so first of all, bringing our young people back should be a goal all across Wisconsin. Like you mentioned, brain drain has been a problem in the state, and not just for the last couple of years, but for decades now. And if you look at the demography of the state in the next 25 years or so, we have a real problem, a real challenge. So every kid we can keep, and hopefully they marry someone from Illinois or Minnesota and bring them with them, it's a win for our state. And so we want to incentivize that. We want to promote that. And that's what our down payment incentive, what we call Heart and Homestead program, is helping to do. Well, we also have an adjoining program called Next Generation Housing, trying to build small homes on small lots, making them affordable again. And we're really working hard on that. But it's not just about young people. It's also about retirees. Our retirees are leaving the state in droves. The income tax in this state is very high. The top bracket is almost double what it is in the state of Illinois. We have a lot of retirees who will move to Florida or Texas, Tennessee, Arizona for 6 months and 1 day just to avoid the tax climate here in Wisconsin that has been created. So, we have work to do on both ends, and I think it's really important that those things are things we focus on, because I want Wisconsin to be a place that people are proud to be, not just be from. And the programs we have in Washington County can be replicated and taken to the state level.
Right. So how many have taken part in your county? How many have qualified?
We're just under 200. Actually, we've got another round coming here. I think it's going to be about another 50 incentives, which should put us over the 200 mark. And you should hear the stories. I mean, someday you guys should do some stories on the people who participated. They are heartwarming stories, and they are the families of the future here in Washington County. So we're super excited to be able to give them the opportunity at the American Dream.
Josh Schoeman is with us. Josh, we've got about a minute left. So you've said very nice things about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. The two of them are saying nothing nice about each other as we sit here today. Whose side are you on in the Trump-Musk feud? You have to choose one side or the other. Whose side is it?
Yes.
Look, I mean, the president I have been with the president. I was on the Trump bus tour last fall. I will stick with the president if I have to pick between the two. But look, every family's got feuds. And even amongst feuds, you love both of your siblings, and I love both those guys. But But the president, if you force me to choose, I'm going with Donald Trump.
Josh Schoman is the Washington County executive. One more question for you.
Okay. Do you think that Evers will be your opponent? If he is, what do you think?
I do think he will be the opponent, and I look forward to it. I mean, I got into this race because I really want young people and retirees to stay here, to grow their families here. I think the policies that Governor Evers has implemented in the last 6 years are detrimental to both of those things, and I think the contrast between him and I is a good one, and it'll give people a stark choice in November of 26.
Josh Schoman is the Washington County executive, and he's a Republican running for governor. Josh, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Go to joshschoman.com for more information.
It is 5:25 at WTMJ. Time for the WTMJ Annex Wealth Management Market Update. The Dow was up 217 points today. That's 0.5%. The NASDAQ was up 193. That's almost 1%. The S&P 500 was up 38 points on the day. That is 0.2%. Annex Wealth Management, know the difference. Wisconsin's Afternoon News is sponsored by Sweet Tox Med Spa. Self-love starts at Sweet Tox.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Sit means sit dog training will give you a better dog. It'll give you a better house. It'll give you a happier life, which means a happier wife. I can tell you that firsthand. Michelle's happier because the dogs behave better thanks to Sit Means Sit Dog Training. So we looked them up, went into Sit Means Sit Dog Training, met with the owner, Matt, and you could do the same thing, free consultation. Bella and Baxter were there. They were excited. They walked in. I was like, oh, my God, please don't misbehave and embarrass me in front of the guy who runs the business. Well, they were pretty well behaved, but they're a little jumpy and a little barky. Matt and his teams have taken that out of them. They are better behaved dogs thanks to Sit Means Sit Dog Training. I mentioned the free consultation. Start there. Check it out. It's Sit Means Sit Dog Training.
Are you frustrated with those trendy weight loss shots? Whether you've hit a plateau, can't handle the side effects, or watch the pounds creep back after stopping, there's a better way. The Milwaukee Weight Loss Program has helped thousands of people lose up to 10 to 20% of their body weight in just 8 weeks without expensive injections or uncomfortable side effects. Our doctor-developed program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast. Ready for real lasting results? Our caring team at Milwaukee Weight Loss is ready to help you achieve your weight loss goals. Visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation.
Hey, it's WTMJ's Steve Scafidi. I dropped 40 pounds with Milwaukee Weight Loss. No crazy workouts, no meal kits or shakes, and definitely no meds or injections. They helped reset my metabolism, and the weight's actually stayed off. It's been a game changer for me. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Schedule your free consultation today by calling 262-393-2334. or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Adair Floors has the newest flooring styles. Luxury vinyl flooring in plank and tile looks. Or choose from carpeting, hardwood, and porcelain tile. Flooring for every room in your home. Get personal care from Adair. Adair Floors and Remodeling, South 27th Street in Franklin.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
For WTMJ contest rules, visit WTMJ.com/contests.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, conveniently located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee's Theater District. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, artist in residence, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
Welcome to The Knowledge Brokers, our weekly feature covering the dynamics of the insurance market, how it affects Wisconsin businesses and residents. Sponsored by the original Knowledge Broker, R&R Insurance. Joining us today, Jeff Salazinski, Vice President of Insurance Operations. Jeff, we talked about some of the disruptions due to mergers and acquisitions in the insurance industry over the years. How's 2025 looking so far?
Thank you, Vince. Great to be here. Another busy year for M&A in our business with a couple of interesting twists. Many of the nationals are looking to get much larger through huge deals, and many of the brokers and agents that merged just a few years ago are looking to be acquired again.
So why is this so important to people listening right now?
Vince, when your agent or broker sells their business, it means uncertainty. Is it really helping the business owner when your insurance agent or broker's heads down, involved in selling their business or acquiring another one? Today's market's too complex to be working with an agent or broker that's distracted. New owners have new demands. The focus becomes very much internal and away from the customer.
So here in Wisconsin, how does the agent-broker landscape look right now?
There are several agencies that'll be involved in their third deal in just the last 5 years. Others are working on timing their IPO to hit the market at the right time. Not easy. And new players are looking to make their way into the Wisconsin market.
So, Jeff, why should a family or business work with R&R Insurance?
At R&R Insurance, we're fiercely independent. We've been family-owned for almost 50 years. Stability is critically important. We make our own decisions and answer only to ourselves. We're client-focused and direct our energy and resources toward our clients. If you're looking for a better insurance purchasing experience with a top 100 agency in the country, we'd love to speak with you. At R&R Insurance, we know business insurance.
That's Jeff from R&R Insurance. Thanks for the great info, Jeff.
Traffic is sponsored by Rejuvenix Arthritis Pain Clinics. Go to rejuvenix.com for an appointment.
Go to rejuvenix.com to request your appointment.
Wisconsin's afternoon news on Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio WTMJ.
I'm Julia Fello, concerning crime numbers in Milwaukee.
I'm Debbie Laziga. Eastbound on 94, we've got a crash right about at Highway J. The left shoulder is blocked, and that's going to be making for delays all the way back to Highway 16. Beyond that, we got delays with an accident right about at 92nd Street off on the right shoulder. And the delays continuing all the way through the Stadium interchange. Westbound 94 backed up out of the Marquette all the way through the Zoo interchange to about Calhoun, only to slow down again at Barker Road all the way past the accident scene on the other side of the road to Highway 164. It's kind of a rough ride out there right now. I'm Debbie Laziga with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
Mainly clear tonight, a low of 64. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a chance of thunderstorms late. High of 78 at the lake, 83 inland. Right now, it is mostly sunny and 68 degrees in Milwaukee.
From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan will be waiting for another 10 days before learning whether her trial will move forward. Judge Dugan's accused of helping an undocumented immigrant evade ICE agents at the Milwaukee courthouse in April. Her attorneys had filed a motion to dismiss the case over judicial immunity. Dugan's attorney, Nicole Masika.
We're interested in resolving the matter and going to trial quickly. As a defendant, we are in a different position than the state is or the government is, so we don't have to appeal if we don't want to in the middle of litigation.
If the case does proceed to trial, Judge Edelman has indicated he wants the trial to happen this year.
Violent crimes in Milwaukee have seen a decrease in the past year, but homicides are on the rise.
Since January, Milwaukee has seen 69 homicides, which is 8 more than last year. City Mayor Cavalier Johnson says more can be done to provide community outreach to help reduce violence in the city.
It takes adults. It takes earlier interventions in the lives of young people. It takes partnerships in order to do that. It takes Office of Community Wellness and Safety. That ultimately has a positive effect on public safety in our communities.
Johnson says he plans to add more funding to the police department to get more officers in the force. Sean Brenda, WTMJ News.
Wisconsin leaders have finalized a biennial budget, but worry remains about volatility from the federal government. Governor Tony Evers says mass ICE deportations have not reached the state, but tells WTMJ's Point Taken that Wisconsin should be concerned about undocumented workers in agriculture and manufacturing.
But that can happen overnight. Somebody makes a decision in Washington, D.C. that anybody that's undocumented has to go home. That would be bull for Wisconsin. That would kill our economy.
Wisconsin's involved in multiple lawsuits against actions of the Trump administration.
The Wisconsin Elections Commission says a former Madison clerk broke multiple laws in November.
An investigation led by the commission found probable cause that Madison City Clerk Maribeth Witzelbell broke 5 state election laws, including failing to properly supervise an election and failing to provide information to poll workers and the Municipal Board of Canvassers. What the commission calls a confluence of errors led to nearly 200 absentee ballots not being counted in the November presidential election. The commission will vote on whether to accept the report's findings on July 17th. Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
119 people have now died in Texas floods. Leaders in Kerr County have been in talks for years about building a warning system along the Guadalupe River, but the system was never built. ABC's Alex Stone.
A Kerrville Area River Authority had given the green light on a contract last month for a flood warning system that would have been used to help with emergency response, according to local government officials in response to a request from ABC News. They planned a, quote, kickoff meeting for mid-July, we're told, and approved $73,000 for a company to develop a flood warning system in Kerr County. It was not for sirens or a system to warn the public directly, but a dashboard to allow emergency managers to view real-time stream flow and rainfall data. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Working conditions at the Environmental Protection Agency in Washington, D.C. have taken a turn for the worse. CBS News climate reporter Tracy Wolf.
Employees at the Environmental Protection Agency have been working in offices with little to no air conditioning over the past 3 weeks due to maintenance issues and a mandate to reduce energy consumption. Employees report office temperatures as high as 84 degrees with 60% humidity. Building elevators have also been malfunctioning, and some employees have been moved to the basement, which has known lead levels and shares a space with a firing range used by federal law enforcement. Administration officials tell CBS News it regularly tests for lead contamination. The parts for the elevators are back-ordered for 18 months and is working on improvements to the building. Tracy Wolf, CBS News.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers win 3-2 in extra innings today. That means they sweep the Dodgers. The Brew Crew has tomorrow off. Then they take on the Washington Nationals on Friday.
Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 5:36. Go Brewers!
Don't miss the largest vacation sale in the nation coming this July. It's Fox World Travel's exclusive July sale with Apple Vacations and Celebrity Cruises. July is the best time of the year for unbeatable deals you won't get anywhere else. Get the hottest cruise deals or plan ahead for 2026 all-inclusive resorts paired with nonstop flights. Let Fox World Travel book your vacation and secure your reservation with just a deposit. Visit foxworldtravel.com/July and get on the exclusive list. Sale starts soon.
Top doctors in the area. Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin has the highest patient satisfaction ratings. Orthopedic Center of Excellence in hip, knee, shoulder replacement, as well as spinal surgery. I've got this firsthand knowledge now because my wife severely injured her back recently, and she's been going to Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin. She was nervous. I was nervous. The back is a serious thing. Guess what? The doctors she's dealt with at OHAU, top tier, kind, professional. They've got the best imaging, and she's on her road to recovery thanks to Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin. Check out the website, ohow.com, OHOW.com. Request an appointment, ohow.com.
I'm Brett Matschke, and you're due for service.
Richlands. Wisconsin's afternoon news on WTMJ.
Hello, hello.
Oh, my God.
Hello, is this thing working?
What is going on?
I got a weird mic problem going on. Sounds like a personal problem, doesn't it? My microphone is coming in and out.
We had to share a microphone for a second.
I ran over and correctly sat on Julia's lap to read the news during the last newscast.
And then you moved this thing.
The big monitor to
and it
read
went
the
out.
news. Yeah, now this is a great reason you should watch the show because it's like a circus in here.
It was. Oh, yeah. Everybody was seeing it live.
Text the word watch to
Disaster.
855-616-1620. Thanks for not getting offended when I sat on your lap. It was just about the news, people. It's about the news.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Chief Meteorologist Brian Niznansky is with us. Isn't technology, you deal with a lot of technology in what you do.
Yeah.
It can be maddening sometimes, can it?
It is, and especially when you're putting on a product that people, expect to be flawless, right?
Expectations are, you go out there, especially when we do the weather remotely, like we are literally relying, we're relying on a cell phone signal to do a weathercast, and just like a call could drop, like a number of things could go wrong. So it's definitely some, risk reward that we definitely weigh.
And it's like 3D stuff, and he's pointing at, like a green screen like nothing,
Right.
and now he's pointing at literally air, depending on a director to have like the overlay. Oh my god!
I guess that's when there's bad weather is you don't stay out, right? You stay close to the studio.
Yeah, we do weigh that. And we weigh the event, we weigh the time of the year and things like that, because it is riskier for us to put on that product, remotely. So, yeah, if there's expected big time severe weather, we won't be doing it. We went a little heavy on remote stuff in the past, but like even in the winter, we started to think, okay, is this really worth us freezing out here and no one sees anything behind us because it's pitch black? We could say we're at, you know what I mean? We could say we're somewhere,
totally,
but you really don't even know. So
I love your weather wall, though. The full thing of weather, that was worth every penny with the panels.
I think to sum things up, I feel like no matter what, we can still tell the weather story best with the standard chroma key. I mean, and that thing's been around for ages, right? You can get all these fancy, cool graphics that do look cool, but when it comes down to it, for people to see a full, clear graphic, the chroma key, I mean, and that's why they use it in Hollywood still. It's still a tool that's very common.
You're looking very tan, by the way. What are you up to? What do you got going on?
Man, I was crushing it boat life all weekend long.
Sick.
So
you saw
it was fun.
Did you see the drone show from your boat?
We did not. We went down to Racine's fireworks.
But you saw the fireworks.
The real
that's
deal
right.
fireworks. Yeah. So we watched the fireworks in Port Washington. Then the next day we did Cedarburg's parade and then took the boat down to Racine.
Wow.
For the fireworks, which was cool. But now I'm learning, and I mean, I know this stuff. I follow the weather clearly. That boating, believe it or not, that you a boat that size you can take down to Racine and comfortably fine, but once you get that northeast wind, all bets are off, and things got too choppy for us to come back.
Little chop.
It did. Had some chop going. That the boat we had to keep down in Racine 2 days longer than we wanted. We couldn't come back on Sunday, which we were expecting. So my buddy Jose, who works for the Racine Fire Department, I think he's on the dive team too. He had a day off that me and him took the boat back Tuesday morning back up to Port Washington. So it was pretty fun.
Boat life.
fun.
I'm still waiting for my invitation. Julia, what about you? You've
Totally.
been on a boat
Oh my
yet?
gosh. Just Julie and I will go.
Yeah. We're available. Just saying.
Who's captaining that ship?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You got to be on there. You got to be there.
No, I'm not going unless Niz is captaining the ship.
True.
Yeah. I'm getting comfy though. We tried to head out. I think I'm drawing blanks. The weekend it was totally a blend. I think we tried Monday morning to take it, and there was still a small craft advisory. And I was thinking, I think I could still do it. We got maybe a half a mile from shore, and we pulled right back. I just was not comfortable.
Not worth it.
I wish more people. Yeah, it's not worth it. I had the kids with and everything.
This is making you even more knowledgeable in so many ways with what your craft is.
Well, it helps, that's for sure. I didn't have much boating experience before this, but the one thing I knew, obviously, was weather. But trust me, I still got a lot of fishermen in that port in Port Washington telling me what's up with the weather. Oh, you don't know this.
Like being in a parade on the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah. I'll be your bodyguard, don't worry.
Yeah.
Me too, if you need one on the boat. I'll be your bodyguard on the boat.
Well, I'm just hey, bro, teach me how to catch some king salmon, and I'll teach you about the weather.
Yeah, exactly. A trade-off. You should do a job share. That'd be
right.
Hey, all right. What about tonight in the next few days? Should we ask you or get a hold of the fishermen?
Dude, I really want you to be interviewing these fishermen.
My buddy Mark next to me on the pier slip. I hope he's listening right now. Yeah, get his forecast.
Hair.
Yeah, Mark. When Niz is on vacation, we'll have you on at 5:35. All right, what do we got? What are we looking at?
So tonight, mainly clear skies, a low of 64. For tomorrow, mostly sunny. Got a decent chance for some showers and storms to move in here tomorrow evening. 78 for a high, inland 83. Friday, partly cloudy, windy, warm and humid with a chance of thunderstorms on Friday. Now, right now, it's looking like maybe early Friday and then the rest of the day dry, which would be great for the Harley homecoming Friday evening. Saturday, partly cloudy. Unfortunately, it looks like Saturday evening is pretty soggy, which could mess up. I think it's Chris Stapleton Saturday night.
Yeah.
85 for the high on Saturday. Sunday, mostly sunny and a high temperature of 80 degrees. So if you have plans to be outdoors Friday and Saturday, be on your toes and stay up with the forecast.
He is Chief Captain and Chief Meteorologist Brian Niznansky. Niz, thank you so much.
Captain Niznansky.
All right, guys.
El Capitan.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
That sounds nice, doesn't it? Talk to you tomorrow. It's 5:44 at WTMJ. We've got your traffic up next. Then the Joe Burrow story has a Milwaukee connection. He's the Bengals quarterback who had his house broken into. Does Bobby Portis sound familiar? There's an update on Joe Burrow's whole situation, how it could tie to Milwaukee. That's up next on WTMJ.
For over a century, local radio has evolved with the needs of the community. From politics to pop culture, we keep you informed, bringing you the most relevant news, online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
If you missed out on the best summer savings for furniture, appliances, and mattresses, don't worry. Kohlers is extending their 4th of July weekend sale through this Sunday. For one more week, shop Kohlers' unbeatable store-wide discounts on top of their sale and clearance prices. I have furniture from Kohlers coming to my house on Friday. I am jazzed as hell. It's going to be so beautiful. It's fantastic. Listen to this deal. Right now, you save 60% on furniture and mattresses, then take an additional 10% off. I'm not real great at math, but I'm pretty sure 60 off plus 10% off means fantastic. Stack your discounts during Kohlers' extended 4th of July weekend sale and save big on sofas, sectionals, dining tables, bedroom sets, and more. The savings at Kohlers doesn't stop there. Take an additional 5% off appliances as well. That's on top of prices you won't find anywhere else. It's Kohlers. Now's the time to upgrade your kitchen or laundry. Don't miss out on Kohlers' 4th of July weekend sale, now extended through Sunday. Shop in-store or online at Kohlers.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Levering with the Brewers Radio Network. Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's trusted name in home improvement, does more than just top-quality roofing. They're your go-to for maintenance-free siding and energy-efficient windows, too. Ridgetop has expert credentials with leading manufacturers like Pella, James Hardie, and LP Smart Siding. For over 20 years, they delivered exceptional craftsmanship and service. Call Ridgetop Exteriors today or visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, where customer service always comes first.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Healthy joints, healthy lifestyle. Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Arthritis, injuries, wear and tear, common joint issues that keep you from doing what you love. At OAW, a visit to the doctor doesn't always mean surgery. Everyone is different. Surgeons, nurses, physical therapists work together to come up with a plan for you. Maybe it's PT, medication, injection, and if you do need surgery like I did, you know you're in the best of hands. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
Unfortunately, violence is on the rise in Milwaukee, and this is a problem which impacts us all. But together we can make a difference. Please join me and the 620 WTMJ team on Saturday, July 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for our 3rd annual Walk Against Violence supported by 1MKE. Now it's time to bring an end to the senseless violence in our community and to encourage a safer Milwaukee for us all. To join our Walk Against Violence on Saturday, July 12th, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Traffic is sponsored by St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores. Highway 100 and Layton Avenue in Greenfield. 23rd and Lincoln and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee. Great bargains and a great cause. You're gonna love it. St. Vincent de Paul Thrift Stores.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Traffic and then weather, Debbie Lasaga.
Still dealing with some accidents. Eastbound on 94, right about at Highway J. We've got a crash, and that is off on the left shoulder. A little bit further into the Zoo interchange, as you're coming out of the Zoo interchange, we've got the right shoulder blocked with yet another crash. And then we've got one near the Mitchell interchange, southbound 94, just past Layton. The right lane is blocked with this, so that's backing things up through the Mitchell interchange as well. Of course, we got our usual backup, southbound 43, backing up from Capitol Drive down to the KK River. Northbound slow from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up to Bender Road. Southbound 41, heavy from before Appleton Avenue to Capitol. And northbound slowing from Watertown Plank Road up to Hampton. I'm Debbie Lazago with your WTMJ Time Saver Traffic.
A crazy pattern of brazen burglaries at big athletes' homes while they're away at games, including Milwaukee Bucks star Bobby Portis. He was devastated when his River Hills home was broken into at about 7 at night while he was playing a game at home in Milwaukee against the Cavaliers. Reports show his 2021 NBA championship ring with the Milwaukee Bucks was among the items stolen. Our Bucks championship ring that he had 400 diamonds on it. That alone is worth $1 million. Several of his Rolex watches, $50,000 in cash, personal letters, and photos were also taken in that case alone. In total, his loss was estimated to be $1.5 million, and he posted about how devastated he was right after it happened.
But while I was at my game yesterday, I had a home invasion, and they took most of my prized possessions. If you have any info regarding this, please send the info to info@bobbyportis.com.
He still hasn't gotten anything back. Kansas City Chiefs Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Bengals Joe Burrow have experienced the same thing. The FBI has said it's likely all connected. And for the first time, Burrow is breaking his silence about what happened to him. ABC News' Alex Stone joins us live. Alex, what did Burrow say?
Yeah, I know. With the music, all I can think of is Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so this is the first time we're hearing from Burrow. He has stayed very quiet about this whole thing, in the burglary at his home. And as you mentioned, it's been going on over and over again in the Seattle area. They've had several rings that have been working that have been hitting Mariners and Seahawks. Yeah, in L.A., where I am, it's almost a daily occurrence at celebrity homes and at sports stars as well. But for Burrow, it had been very high profile. Cameras have been with them, and they were with him as it unfolded for season 2 of the Netflix show Quarterback, as they're coming back with a new lineup, mostly a new lineup of quarterbacks that they're documenting. And they were with him, seeing the impact that the burglary had on him. And in it, he says his home, look, you can have as much money as can be, but your home is your place to get away. It is your sanctuary, and you feel really victimized when somebody comes in, and all of that sanctuary was ripped away from him. And he says this on Quarterback.
My life is very public, and that comes with the job, but there's certain parts of your life that are like yours. Your house is one of those.
His girlfriend was at home at the time. Her mom was the one who made the 911 call.
Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house.
And in Quarterback, he talks about that moment as he was mic'd up and they were with him when he learned about it, that they were on the road in Dallas. He walked into the locker room after the win. He was all amped up, and then he had been told his home had been burglarized, and they kind of put it all together as it unfolded and sounded like this.
I walked into the locker room, pumped, fired up about the win, and then...
We have some breaking news. Somebody tried to break into Joe Burrow's house.
We'll see if I end up moving or not. I don't know. Like that bad? Yeah. I mean, I just... now everybody knows. The whole world knows where I live now.
That everybody knows where he lives, and he immediately thought about moving. So 3 members of a South American theft ring, they were tracked down by police, pulled over, one wearing a Bengals beanie. When they were found, they had posed in photos with, $300,000 worth of his stuff. They're under arrest, but this whole thing did change one thing for Burrow. He decided not to buy a $3 million full working replica of the Batmobile. There's only like 10 worldwide, and he was going to buy them, and maybe a little bit too showy driving around in that thing.
I didn't end up getting the Batmobile because, I just had other things I wanted to deal with at that point.
You make a lot of money when you decide you're not going to buy the Batmobile. But
That'd be sick.
Yeah, the South American
Michael
suspect.
Keaton era one.
I don't know. I mean, it looked pretty cool. It had all these special things on it, but yeah, he decided not to get it. The suspects, they're said to be working on a plea deal right now. But yeah, it keeps happening. It's different rings. The one that was busted in the Pacific Northwest was local young men, but many of these are related back to the South American, what are called the tourist burglars, where they fly in and fly out, but then there's a whole operation to fence this stuff and to have cars that are given to them that fit in with the neighborhood, typically high-end cars, BMWs and Mercedes and other high-end cars. But it's all taking advantage of what's called an ESTA visa, where only Chile is a country where they don't do a background check to get the ESTA visa. They're quick and easy to get, and the current White House and previous, unless there's been a change very recently, have not filled that loophole. And so the burglars typically come from Chile. They come in, make money by doing this, and then get right back out before they can be caught.
And Alex, Bobby Portis talked about this. It's one of the only professions where the world knows definitively you are not at home. You haven't called in sick to work. You're at work because they can see you physically on TV. And that has to be unnerving, even when they catch somebody. Every time you walk in your house or you're gone from your house or traveling to play ball in a different city, it has to be really unnerving.
Yeah, and what we've heard from the LAPD with some of the celebrity ones that have gone on, where Brad Pitt was hit about a week ago as he was on TV on the red carpet promoting F1, is they're saying, look, all of these celebrities and athletes, it's expensive, and a lot of them don't want to do it, but they need armed police-style security at their home 24/7, even when they're not there. That police can't respond in any community. They're not going to be there immediately, especially if that celebrity is at home or the athlete is at home. If it's a life or death situation of somebody breaking in, that they need high level, not just any old security guard that you're going to get that's going to drive around, but somebody who has a team and a lot of equipment and technology to really have a police response. Jennifer Aniston, that's what saved her when a stalker showed up several weeks ago and tried to get in, and those security guards, they were police level and trained and had the weapons at the same level as well, and they stopped that threat until the LAPD got there.
You need Alex Stone level security.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, you have to have some level of inside information to know where that safe is, to know where that championship ring is. I mean, they must, and you were talking about how they know what car to drive. This is a lot of pre-planning.
Yeah, I mean, with inside information, it seems like a lot of them just come in and ransack the place very quickly, and they've got a lot of different guys, and they grab stuff that is of value and leave other things that you think that they would take, but they don't take. And every community is a little bit different. The LAPD believes a lot of them, and it's been athletes and movie stars and TV stars, that they think that it's just such a target-rich environment in L.A. that they can go into any neighborhood that has, $10, $15 million homes, and those are going to be celebrities. So they don't think they're necessarily targeting specific people. It's just more that every home is that of a celebrity. But in other areas, like for Burrow or for Kelsey or Mahomes or Richard Sherman up in the Seattle area, they think those are very, very targeted and knowing when people are out of town and going after them.
He is ABC's Alex Stone. Alex, thank you so much.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's got to be a scary situation for sure. It's just
absolutely.
Unnerving. Mm-hmm. All right, before we get out of here for What's on Tap, which is up next, want to remind you that tomorrow is the rededication of the Lance Sijon Memorial near the airport. It's that beautiful F-4C fighter jet that looks like it's lifting up into the sky. It's, in the past month, been sanded down, cleaned up, repaired, refurbished, and repainted, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., there's a ceremony. I will be there with the Milwaukee County Executive, the guy in charge of the 128th Air Refueling Wing. Janine Sijon will be there, and it's going to have full military honors. Julia's going to be there, other people from the staff. Most importantly, we want you to come out. It's at 10 a.m. right near the airport. Free parking. We'll help you get parked and situated. It's full military honors, 21-gun salute. Flyover. That is the key thing. 2 F-16s screaming overhead coming from Duluth, from a fighter wing in Duluth, to honor their Air Force buddy, Lance Sijon, Medal of Honor winner.
It means a lot to our community, and also it's a big thank you to all of you because you all helped raise $80,000 for this to happen. So come out.
That's right. So come on out and join us, won't you? 10 o'clock tomorrow. Bring your family, bring your kids. If you're working, maybe just sneak over there for a couple of minutes. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. 10 a.m. tomorrow, Lance P. Sijon Memorial Plaza. It's on Howell Avenue, 5500 South Howell. We hope you'll come join us tomorrow. And then full coverage, obviously, on Wisconsin's Afternoon News. It is 5:57 at WTMJ.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management.